Hey guys, it's me, and today I am here with another video. It's a makeup-y type of video, but this time around we're doing things a little bit differently. I really liked how I did my last video that I posted, which was me doing like a follow-up video to a video that I did several years ago where I talked about why I'm no longer goth and all that jazz. And I really liked how that video worked out. Like, I talked about that topic while doing my makeup, and I really liked doing it that way. I thought that it was like something different. It was still very much like a chit chat get ready with me type of video, which these types of videos are easy for me to film. And honestly, they're all that I kind of sort of want to film and everything because, like, one, I just want to talk to you guys, but two, like, the weather is absolutely shit here in Atlanta, so it just makes sense to do videos that are easy for me to film when all I can really film are these types of videos. But I thought that I would do like a different type of thing. I originally was thinking about maybe doing like a tag video while doing my makeup, or doing a Q&A video while doing my makeup. So if you want to submit some questions for that, just drop them down in the comments below. Anyways, today I am going to be doing a anti-haul, and I've never done one of these before. These videos have been around for a little while now, and they've, like, I don't want to necessarily say they've become popular, but I've seen a lot of people do these. But the anti-haul portion of this video is actually inspired by May, aka Microsoft. I discovered her channel earlier this week, and I just really liked her videos and everything, and she actually just posted an anti-haul like earlier this week. And in that anti-haul, she just went through Trend Mood's Instagram account and looked at all the new product launches that are happening and talked as to whether or not she would purchase anything from these new launches, or if she had already had something from those new launches and gave like a quick review of them. But me, I'm on a no buy right now up until I start working again, which I don't know when that's going to be. The job hunt is very, very dry right now, but I still want to be able to like keep up what's coming out and everything. I don't follow Trend Mood just simply because I just don't, but I do know that they exist. And for those of you who don't know who Trend Mood are, they're essentially a Instagram account in which they post like new product launches, and it doesn't matter like which brand it is. Like, they don't have like any particular biases, I don't believe. They just post like whatever brands have new launches and everything and post about them. So I'm gonna look through these different product launches that are listed on their Instagram account and say whether or not I'm interested and want to possibly like buy it in the future, or if it's just something that I am not interested in at all. But before we get into becoming a pink little creature, if you guys are new here to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, and also while you're down there, give this video a thumbs up because that'll help me out a lot. All my links are down in the description box below for those of you who want to follow me across my different social media links, which are Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr. Yes, I still use Tumblr. I don't use it that often though. My second channel, which is my music channel, and then I think it's still down there. You don't have to do anything with it. It's just there. I really need to remove it, but I'm just too lazy to do so. And that is a link to a Amazon wishlist if any of you guys want to spoil me. It's there for those of you who want it, which is pretty much none of you guys, but I totally get it. Like, I put it down there in my default settings when I was just going through like a phase where it's just like, I'm broke, I want to be spoiled, spoil me. And now it's just still there because I'm lazy and don't want to remove it. So yeah. So first up we have is something that just launched today as when I'm filming this. This is the 21st. It is the Milk Makeup Kush Lip Scrub. The reason why I just can't get on board with like lip scrubs like this here and then like other ones that you see on the market is because you can just make a lip scrub on your own. Just get some coconut oil and some sugar, and there you go. You're good to go. If you want to go and get like a pre-made lip scrub, by all means do so, but just know you can very much make them on your own. Okay, next up we have is from Pat McGrath Labs, and they are complexion products. say concealer, 36 shades, $32 each. Lightweight full coverage concealer with natural radiant matte finish, brightens the under eye and hides the appearance of blemishes. Okay, so here's the thing with me and Pat McGrath. I don't know if I can trust them or not. The reason why I say that I don't know if I can trust Pat McGrath or not is because of how things are done with them as a brand. So they're one of those brands that on their sites they claim to be cruelty free. I don't know if they sell their products in China or if they ship their products to China. That's where the gray area is at with Pat McGrath. There's no like clear answer as to like their distribution. Either which way, products are getting over to China, but we don't know how they're getting there though. We don't know if it's like through e-commerce, which is how ColourPop since their products over to China and still remains cruelty free. But then you never know, it could be like a situation where it's like Wet n Wild where the brand itself is cruelty free, but they sell in mainland China under the guise of a particular law that is in line over there. But the thing is though is that that law has loopholes in it for China to use against them, and that is why I don't use Wet n Wild products anymore, is because of the fact that their cruelty-free status is constantly in jeopardy. I believe Pat McGrath is in that same vein. Wow, this is intense pink. Okay, first time using this pink. Didn't know it was going to be this intense. Alright, here we go. It's one of those situations where it's just like you don't want to use products from the brand because their cruelty-free status is constantly in jeopardy. But even still, even if Pat McGrath was like 100% cruelty-free, like there was no like dangers or risks involved, I probably still wouldn't use their products, just simply because, for one, they're stupid expensive, and two, they just don't appeal to me. Next up, we have the Bloodlust collection from Jeffree Star. Things have gotten a lot better to the point where I feel comfortable with being able to support him. There are still bits of me that are still a little bit conflicted about him and how I feel about him and everything, which I know some people might think like, oh, that's a red flag, bitch. I totally understand. I kind of do want to try out his products, and I don't know if that's coming from the standpoint of like just being like a regular consumer, or if it's because of the fact that like I looked up to him for so long and for so many years. But I do believe that he is making changes for the better. But then again, we don't know how he is as a person. We only see what we see online. Now, with this collection, at first when I saw the launch video that he posted on his channel, I was like, ooh, I like this. This looks cool. I want to get in on this. But then I started seeing some videos and posts from other like beauty people online. I changed my mind. And so the reason why I changed my mind on wanting like the Bloodlust palette is just boring to me. Like at first, like I was like, oh, I really like this. This looks like a cool palette. But then like the hype of it went away and I started really looking at it. I'm like, this looks boring. That's the thing with me and a lot of his palettes. A lot of his palettes do not appeal to me whatsoever. And I'm not entirely sure why that's the case. They just don't. Like the only palettes of his that I know of that have like had like any sort of like appeal to me have really been like the smaller palettes, like the Bloodline collection, as he referred to it as, I think is what he called. Those palettes do not appeal to me whatsoever. I mean, like the packaging is on point and I love the packaging, but the products themselves though, they don't appeal to me ever so slightly at all. Like the only palettes of his that have appealed to me have been Thirsty, which is discontinued, and I'm sad about it because I really like that palette. I can't remember the Jawbreaker palettes, but I know like the Mini Controversy palette, I'm waiting for like the new version of it to come out. The one with Put It Back in it. Yeah, that's the one that I want. But I mean, like honestly, those are the only two palettes that I truly want. I also kind of want to get Androgyny and the Beauty Killer palette, but the main reason why I want the Beauty Killer palette is because of the name associated with it, because of Beauty Killer. So, yeah, because that has like a nostalgia attached to it for me and everything, because I fucking loved the Beauty Killer album when I was a teenager. See, this is Lime Crime, and in here we have a Little Light, which is a soft suede eyeshadows with shimmery metallic finish, and there are several shades here. We have Airy, which is a frosted champagne, Lotus, a mauvey pink, Lily Pad, a golden mint with lavender shimmer, Gold Road, oh my god, Gold Road, which is a 24 karat gold. I don't know why I'm gonna get so specific with that, but okay, go off. Majestic, which is an indigo blue, Midsummer, an icy lavender. And these aren't out yet, this is just a sneak peek. So here's the thing with me and Lime Crime. A few years ago, I was one of the people that was very much like boycott Lime Crime because of the fact that their original owner, the original CEO of the brand, was an absolute lunatic. She was just really off the chain, really crazy and just wild. And yeah, we don't support that kind of behavior. But now she is no longer the CEO of the brand, and I don't even know if she's even like attached to the brand in any sort of way now. And if you don't know anything about like her controversies and whatnot, you can look them up. It's like, it goes back pretty far back in time. I think it was like back in like 2014, I believe, when all that shit stirred up and whatnot. But if you want to learn about it, you can do so. Just look it up on your own, because I ain't got the time to like try to cycle through all that stuff in my brain. But I think I'm getting to the point where I think I'll be comfortable with supporting the brand now. I know Jay Kissa was supposed to do a video, I think it was last year. She was supposed to do like a video of like answering some like questions and everything, like asking like the people behind Lime Crime some like questions and everything, and address those in a video. But she never did make that video, and she said in like a video like sometime after that that how they responded to those questions like were in a way that she liked and everything, and just dropped it entirely. And it's just like, well, I still want to be able to know the answer. So it's either like something like really fucked up, or if it's just some like bias getting in the way. It's really hard to say like what's going on over there now because of that. Like, since that was never like properly addressed, kind of like brings up the question as to like, well, shit, now we gotta make decisions of our own and everything and try to figure out what we want to on our own. And I feel as if like the brand has changed so much since then as well. It's kind of like what's going on with like KVD Beauty and everything, which if you don't know about that, Kat Von D has stepped down from her brand and has sold all the rights to like Kendo, the parent brand, and the brand is now no longer Kat Von D, it is now KVD Vegan Beauty. And now Kat Von D is no longer associated with the brand whatsoever. And originally she said that like it's because she wants to focus on like other things like her family, and her like some sort of clothing line of hers. I don't fucking know. I don't follow this bitch no more. If you don't know what's going on with Kat Von D and why, oh girl, you need to get out from underneath your rock, bitch. But she then, like, sometime after she made that announcement and everything that she was leaving the brand, she then later came back and, like, said, like, more stuff as to why she's no longer with the brand and why she's left and everything. And she went on about how, like, the influencers have killed off her brand and everything and ruined her reputation. But it's just, like, it's not the influencers that ruined your brand and your reputation. You did it to yourself because you never properly addressed the fact that, like, your husband is possibly and most likely a fucking Nazi, and two, the fact that you are not vaccinating your child and putting so many people at risk and forcing not only your child into veganism, but also your animals into veganism, more specifically cats, which cats should not be vegan by any means. And it's, ugh, God, there's so much wrong with her. There's so much wrong with her. And, like, influencers realized this and, like, stopped using her products and started calling her out on her bullshit. And then she's gonna get upset about it and start blaming them for her brand falling apart. Yeah. Influencers called you out on your shit and let the public know about your shit so that way they can make decisions on how to spend their money, and they just so happen to make the decision to not use your products. Getting back to Lime Crime, I feel as if Lime Crime is now in that same boat where now it's just like they're so distant now from where they used to be at originally that it's now safe to use their products. Now, I don't know if I will start using Kat Von D products again, because honestly, similar vein to like Jeffree Star's products, packaging was where it's at, and that's it. Like, a lot of the products just do not appeal to me. Like, the liquid lipsticks I've tried, and they just, they're not great. They're not my formula. It's not for me. And also with, like, some of her products as well, like, with being very controversial and everything, because, like, she had a racist ad for, like, concealer, everything, with a black woman out in a cotton field saying that, like, it does all the work for you when referencing the concealer. Bitch. There's a difference between being edgy and being downright offensive. That is definitely the latter in that case, bitch. And then, like, with having, like, lipstick shades like Underage Red, which I don't get the controversy centered around that one. Yeah, it's a little bit, like, in poor taste, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. Having a shade called Selection, though? Girl. No. Nope. Nope. I feel as if Lime Crime has done a good job at separating themselves from their past while still acknowledging that it happened and moving past it. And that's why I think that I will probably start supporting them in the future. Because of the fact that, like, they have made these changes to better themselves as a brand and are no longer have, like, this crazy wild child of an owner being the face of their brand and, like, pretty much owning the, well, I say pretty much owning the brand and everything. So it's just like everything is how it should be with Lime Crime now. Next up, we have the ColourPop Sailor Moon collection. Now, I don't know a lot about this collection. This collection looks really nice. And I actually think that I might get something from it. I really like the palette. And I like the blushes. Everything else, though, not really my thing. Oh, I forgot to mention about, like, the Lime Crime products. The ones that they had listed do not appeal to me. And so that particular collection is not something that I'm going to go for. Now, I don't have anything from ColourPop yet, which I definitely need to change. And, like, soon. I really like a lot of their monochromatic palettes. There are quite a few of them that I want to get. There's a lot of them that I don't want, but there are quite a few that I do want to have and add to my collection. There are just other eyeshadow palettes from them that I really want to try out as well. Like, say, like the Kathleen Lights palette that came out last year, So Jaded. Honestly, all that really appeals to me because it's just like, I heard that the ultra matte lips are just really, really dry. From not only just like with influencers, but also from like friends who have used ColourPop products. And then, and then like the lippy sticks, a lot of the shades with the lippy sticks don't really appeal to me either. I do want to try out their colored mascaras though, and some of their complexion products. So if that Sailor Moon collection is still available when my no-buy is over, I might grab some things from it, like the palette and the blushes. Okay, next up we have a palette that I really, really want to have. And it is the new Sugarpill Capsule Collection. Wow. I love the packaging on it. The packaging on it is so different because it's completely transparent. And it's just so cool. The layout of the eyeshadows is a little bit odd. I do agree with that with a lot of people, but I also really do like it at the same time because it looks like chemical bonds and everything, which is just cool and fun to me. I remember when I got the email about it for the pre-sale, I was just like, bitch, I need this palette. It is so cute. But yeah, I definitely want to try out that palette. It just looks so pretty and fun and cute. I mean, like the ultimate dream for me with like being on YouTube and doing like makeup shit here on YouTube is to get onto like Sugarpill's PR list because I just love their products so much. I know it most likely will never happen, but bitch can dream. Okay, so this next product I'm going to be using is something new to me, and this is brand spanking new. I just got this earlier this week. I haven't even taken it out of the packaging yet. This is the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil, and this is in the shade Pale Light. I looked at the Born to Glow foundation to see if they had my shade in store, which they didn't because the next shade up was Porcelain, and Porcelain is too dark for me. So they had a light Porcelain and just regular Porcelain in store, and yeah, it was too dark for me. Whereas on Ulta's website they have 2 shades ahead of Porcelain, so 2 lighter shades, and I think they also have a shade or about 2 or 3 shades lighter than light Porcelain on their website as well. But I'm glad I did swatch Porcelain in store though, because it means that my shade is the shade down from it. So, and I believe that's the shade Alabaster. So now I know what shade to get, but I'll get it sometime in the future. But while I was there, I swatched this guy and I really liked how it looked on me, like color-wise. And it's just a tinted moisturizer. I'm going to try using a sponge on this side. And so it's not going to have a lot of coverage to it because of the fact that it is a tinted moisturizer. So it's just going to even out the skin tone. And I went with this shade because I figured that the next shade up would just be a little too dark for me. So, and it looks like this guy might be a little too light, but it's also a tinted moisturizer. So it can easily be sheared out. But yeah, you can see like right in here, like I'm patting it over like this patch of eczema here, and it's not fully covering it. But like I said, it's a tinted moisturizer, so it's not supposed to have a lot of coverage to it. Using my fingers, it really sheared out the product. So you can't really see like a difference between like my skin and this guy. So if I were to use my hands with this, it would probably look a lot nicer on my face, like color-wise, because it shears it out a lot. So I'm just going to use a sponge for the rest of it because it is clinging to like dry patches when I use my fingers. So, but that's how things usually tend to be whenever I use my fingers with products. They tend to cling into spaces a lot more whenever I use my fingers. I know some people probably say it should be the opposite, but that's just how my skin works. I don't know. My skin's weird. So next up, we have a palette that I actually really want. And you guys probably know what it is. And that is the new Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette, Volume 2. Giving Heather Morehouse run for her money with this blush here. I know some people don't necessarily like Jaclyn and they don't want to support her, and she's had a lot of failed launches, and I know I'm looking so crazy right now. I can't stand it either. Don't worry, I'm gonna fix it. I need to get some like cream blushes because I don't like going in super heavy with blushes, but sometimes that's the only way that I find myself being able to like how blush looks on me. Go on heavy with it and then cover it up with powder. Cover it up with foundation. But this palette just looks so nice to me. Like some of my complaints that I have with the original palette are reappearing. This palette as well though, and that is something that Nikki Tutorials brought up in her review video for it, and that is there are like repeating shades in it. Like there are shades that just look super similar to one another, and there are far too many of those types of shades. And so that's like the only complaint that I have, like when I look at this palette, like first time around and everything, is that it's just like there are a lot of shades in it that are just pretty similar to one another. Well, I say there are a lot. There are quite a few that are very similar to one another. And so it's just like, you could easily do without some of those repeating and similar shades and whatnot. I understand why it's important to have those shades though, because it's nice to have like options, and also to be able to like pair like other colors up with another and everything. But sometimes it's just like you can get a little too repetitive with some shades. There are aspects of it that like just seem really repetitive and just not that interesting. But there are also aspects of it that are just really call to me and that I really do like. So there's also that. Because I really love how colorful the palette is. It's way more colorful than the original. The original was very, very neutrals heavy. And I mean, and I have the original. And I really do love and enjoy it, even though I don't use it that often anymore. I got a lot of use out of that palette, and I do plan on like playing with that palette some more again soon. But it's a super nice palette. And I know Jacqueline mentioned in the launch video for that palette that she wanted to have this second palette to be like a follow-up to it, and for the two palettes to go well together. And when you hold up both palettes together, they do go together quite nicely. I'm gonna wait till it hits Ulta. I don't know when that's gonna wind up being. It might be a little while before it hits Ulta. Only reason why I'm gonna wait till it hits Ulta so that way I can get points for it. I think that's gonna be all the products I'm gonna talk about in this video, because all I have left to do are lips. I know this is a little bit late for Valentine's Day and everything, as I know like pink tones are very like romantic and everything, but bitch, I don't give a shit. I wear whatever I want whenever I want. So yeah, that's my philosophy on makeup. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me doing my makeup while talking about new product launches. If you guys like these types of like videos where I talk about a topic while doing my makeup, please let me know, and I'll be sure to keep doing these during these trying times where things are just too cold for me to go outside to film the videos that I actually want to film. And also, like I mentioned earlier, little reminder for you guys, I want to do like a Q&A video. Leave your questions down in the comments below so that way I can have some questions to answer. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until I see you guys in my next video, whenever the hell that may be. Goodbye.